workouts on Monday. Meadows attended Friday's workout, but hasn't been on the field since. And the others have yet to take the field at all during this beginning of summer camp. Pitcher Chaz Rowe for the Rays took the field for the first time on Monday. So, don't have any reports of COVID. It's not known if any of these players at this point in time tested positive for COVID, or if they are just affected by the delay in testing due to the holiday weekend. It is something to keep an eye on, especially with fantasy darlings Austin Meadows and Tyler Glasnow. Now, we know Meadows, who broke out last year, has a lot of upside. He can hit with power, average, steal bases. He's the top 15 fantasy outfielder on anybody's list. Glasnow was probably the best pitcher in all of Major League Baseball prior to his injury, and he certainly has top 5 starting pitcher potential. But injuries, I don't know about this delay. He may be more of an SP2 than an SP1 this year. Word out of Tampa is that Blake Snell is throwing the ball great. So what we hope for baseball and the integrity of the game, which we've heard a lot about in the last few days, is that Glasnow and Snell are both capable of towing the rubber early on and often for the Rays. How about, I don't know about you guys, I collect some baseball cards. I've been doing that for years. I know Lenny does or has. And I bought a card last spring. I got to bring this up. And it was Fernando Tatis Jr. PSA 10 rookie card with the White Sox uniform autographed. And I got it on eBay for $200. That's right, $200. I'm looking at that card over the weekend. Just, I'm not sure why. I guess I'm bored. So I'm looking over at the card on the weekend, and that son of a gun is selling for like $1,500. I wish I'd have bought 10 of them. So rookie players are getting a lot of interest. Now, that means Tatis is now in his second year. But what about Chicago White Sox outfielder Luis Robert? The number 3 overall prospect in all of baseball. He is probably the American League batter to be the favorite for Rookie of the Year. He's 22. He has all 5 tools. I've talked to you about Robert on this show previously. I've told you I've seen him play at the minor league level. Last year he went from single A, double A, triple A, and at all 3 levels. Let me just say it this way. He was a man among boys. He has the ability to hit 30 homers in a full season. He has the ability to steal 30 bases in a full season. He could also be a 300 hitter. Last year, Robert hit .328 with a 1.001 OPS, 36 steals, 32 home runs, 108 runs, and 92 RBIs in stops at AA, AAA, and single A. He's 6'2". Probably going to have some ups and downs because, as Lenny says, a rookie is a rookie is a rookie. But this rookie is pretty good. So we'll see what happens. Let's see about the Dodgers. We know that David Price has opted out of the season. And so now there's a pitching spot available in the rotation. A lot of talk about will it be Ross Stripling. I wonder if it might be Jimmy Nelson, or who's an aging veteran, maybe he'll opt out. Could it be Dustin May? Dustin May, the team's number 2 prospect, threw 3 innings on Sunday. He expects to be stretched out to 5 innings, which is about what most teams are hoping starters can give them on opening day when the regular season starts. Now, May had some soreness in his side in spring training. Looks like he's over that. He's going to be ready to go. I think he's more appealing than David Price or Jimmy Nelson. Well, David Price ain't going to play at all. Jimmy Nelson's an aging veteran. And I wonder if the Dodgers see Stripling as that middle inning guy, particularly early in the year. So I'm hedging my bets with them stretching him out that Dustin May should be owned in all dynasty fantasy keeper formats. And if you're in a yearly league, I think he should be owned as well. I think Dustin May has tremendous strikeout upside playing on the Dodgers. He's going to get win opportunities. So I just think there you go. He's a good player to grab. Now, a couple more notes this morning. Luke Voigt, watching him last night and then doing a little research, Luke Voigt has lost almost 15 pounds during the offseason. That's right. And he looks set to begin the season as the regular first baseman. He's been working on his defense. He'll have to fend off Mike Ford, potentially Miguel Andujar for regular playing time. So defensive improvements are a necessity. He's been working on that. Maybe the weight loss will make him a little more nimble, be quick at first base. Somebody you need to keep your eye on. Just saying. And then, of course, the Atlanta Braves, King Felix opting out. I don't think King Felix would have been in the rotation. I just did not have a good feeling about that. But I do know Mike Soroka. I got to sing. Mike Soroka and Folty and Sean Newcomb, they've been working out together, the three of them, at a field in Atlanta. And manager Brian Snitker has said he notices the work ethic and the improvement. He said, quoting here now, some of the live batting practice we've had have been impressive. Still quoting, Newcomb and Folty were just nails. You could tell they had been working pretty hard during this layoff. End of quote. Of course, we know about Soroka. He's probably the most attractive starting pitcher the Braves had. He and Max Fried. But Soroka had a 2.68 ERA over 174 innings in 29 starts last year in Atlanta. A strong number, too. And Folty, off to a horrid start last year, had an excellent second half. And I think he is worth more than just a flyer this year. And now with Newcomb, who may be the heir apparent to the fifth starting role, I think those are all three good pitching options at different levels of your draft. I think Folty would be the sleeper pick of the three, and I really like the potential upside strikeout and wins that Folty brings to the fantasy world this year. I really do. So those are some nuggets this morning. I do know that Mackenzie Gore and Luis Patino are battling it out in San Diego. I know teams are frustrated with the delay over the July 4th holiday, not getting the testing results back. But hopefully things will be restored. We got to remember, some things we just can't control, right? And the mail is one of them. But hopefully the results will be in. Teams will be at full strength tonight. I know the Yankees are having another scrimmage tonight. If you get the Yes Network, they're on this evening. I'm going to be tuned into that. So it ought to be a great day for baseball. 16 days to go, folks. And you know it's going to be, wow, when it finally gets here, what a day it will be. Opening day, July 23rd, 2020. Reminder, listen to me now if you haven't listened to anything else I've said all morning. Reminder, tonight at 7 p.m., Chappie's Chat. You want to be part of that. History in the making. Every time Chappie is on the air, it can be history in the making. You know, where were you when? Where were you when Chappie did his July 7, 2020 show? You need to be listening tonight. Chappie, if you're listening to me now, I'm going to try to be a part of that. My daughter is coming in from college tonight. We're going to dinner. Pending that, I will call you. I tell you what, I'll call you either way. Whether I can or can't, I will call you on the phone and say, hey, I'm at dinner. Or, hey, I'm not at dinner. I'm doing a show. Let's do it. We may can put one together after your show at 7. We'll see about that. Guys, it's a great morning. Thank you, Lenny. Thank you, chat room. Thank you, podcast listeners everywhere for being here on the Lenny Melnick Fantasy Sports Network.
A lot of shows coming up this week in the evenings and the mornings. And I got my King Hap t-shirts. Yes, I did. I got to tell you, I got my King Hap t-shirts. I'm going to try to go on with Andrea tomorrow, learn how to do a video segment, and wear my King Hap t-shirts. We'll see about that. We'll have a lot more to go over on Thursday, right here on Arnie's Fantasy World of Sports. Have a great day, everybody.